much.
Story. She's the only actress to have top 10 hits in 28 countries, with record sales of 25 million last year. And as if all that wasn't enough, she's about to become a film star. Good morning to you, Kylie Minogue.
Good morning.
Is there much to be left? You were squeezed. Were you squeezed beyond recognition out there?
Oh,
outside?
they were fine.
Good morning, Britain.
Yeah.
Mobbed. Well, you're used to that now, aren't you?
Wow.
It's never a bad thing, though, is it? Actually, when we talk about... people tend to split you, don't they? Actress, singer, so-and-so. But I'm sure you don't do that. All those things run on at the same time.
A lot of people tend to think that you can't do both. Oh, well, you must be... you must not be going to do any more acting now that you've taken a full-time recording career, whereas I've just done a film and I'm just about finished my second album now and I'm looking at other films to do afterwards. So, and I think you can combine them too in the form of a musical, and I think they help each other.
It's silly because I think we've got Liza Minnelli coming in next week. Both she and her mother, Judy Garland, prove that you're right. You can combine the two. Do you have actually moods where you think, do you have, I'm in an acting mood today, or I'm in a... Do you actually, can you split those two in that sense at all?
Not day to day, but when I finished the film, I was really looking forward to coming over here and doing some recording. And after I've done this for a while, when I know there's a movie in the pipeline, I'll be gearing myself up for that. So, yeah. That
movie, the word is, now tell us this can't be true, you're not being naughty in this movie, are we? Delinquents, is it called?
I'm not being too naughty.
How naughty?
A little bit naughty.
A little bit naughty. This won't wreck our image, will it?
No, I don't think so. I find it strange that a lot of people say it will ruin my image because it's not me anyway, and I'll be playing lots of different characters in time to come, so... Actually, talking of your image, I mean, long before Neighbours, you were playing a fairly naughty teenager, weren't you? The Sullivans, wasn't it? Sullivans, I played a young Dutch girl, and the one you're thinking of might be Zoo Family, where I played a ward of the state who was a bit of a rough nut. Were you, I mean, every time we meet you, I think you're not, how can we put it, a badly behaved young lady. I mean, what were you like as a little girl? Were you a cheeky little girl? I wonder where they got, producers and casting agents got this from you. I think I was worse when I was about 14 to 16. If there's any 14 to 16-year-olds out there, you'll know exactly what I mean. They were horrible years. They were horrible years. But you weren't the kind of little girl if you weren't given the salt at the table. You created a real fuss, or the marmalade. Oh, I don't think so. But I did have my years, yeah. Now, the film is called Delinquents, isn't it? And what's it all about? It's basically a love story set in the 50s. You're in love again? Yeah, again. There we are. There's you and partner. Yeah, that's Charlie Slaughter, who plays Brownie. Right. And Lola and Brownie fall in love in a small country town called Bundaberg. And it's ironic, the title, because it's called The Delinquents, but they're not really delinquents, they're just teenagers. And I don't think there was such a thing as teenagers in the 50s. And you couldn't wear bright socks, and listening to rock and roll music was just unheard of. And like trying to find research on, we call them bodgies and widgies. Bodgies and widgies? You call them teddy boys and... Oh, right. Well, we had mods and rockers, we've got teddy boys, what else have we got? Bodgies and widgies. Bodgies is the boy and widgies is the girl. Sorry, mate. And it's just about their struggle to be together, and it's a really nice story. Is that if you had to pick, unfair question really, in view of what you've been saying to me just now, but do you have a dream of what you'd like to achieve? And you're achieving so much at the moment. Does that mean you have no more dreams, or is there a little dream that hits you at the back of the mind? There's so much more to do. I mean, even in what I'm doing now, there's a lot to do, and I don't think you're ever going to stop learning. I've just been recording my second album, and I can feel that I've progressed in that. And you see, nobody's listening, so you can say what you like. Do you have a little daydream? Is there a daydream? I mean, we all have daydreams. Do you have a daydream of picking up an Oscar, or anything like that? Yeah, that would be great, but if that happens, you're avoiding the question, you are. Well, it would be good, but I wouldn't say that's my ultimate goal, because I think awards are awards. But if you achieve what you want to achieve, and you feel happy. I know your dream. You'd like to run a knitting shop, wouldn't you? I'd like to have a shop with essential oils and potpourri and stuff like that. Oh, lovely. Things that you just can't resist. Well, you can't be resisted. There's millions out there already, aren't there?
I was just looking at the statistics again. Top 10 hits in 28 countries. Record sales of 25 million last year. Film star. As we all know, television star, and there's a lot more to come. It's phenomenal, isn't it?
You've also got to sign about 58 autographs of Richard and me, do you mind?
Oh, okay.
We'll do that during the
Stay there
break.
and do that, yes, during this break.
And her mother, Hazel, who both hail from Glenroth, Kirkcaldy, is that good? Glenroth is Kirkcaldy. Now, Emily wrote to us asking to meet Kylie. She even promised she'd do some homework if we arranged that interview. Well, we've done just that, and I think, Emily, you've done your homework, haven't you? Haven't you? Before, I mean, we must establish your credentials as a fan. Now, you've got lots of pictures of Kylie?
Yes.
Have you got lots of records?
Yeah.
Do you watch Neighbours?
Yeah.
So every time Kylie sings, acts, you're there? Good. So you've qualified. Now, what? You may start your interview, Emily.
What are the best things about being a star and what are the worst things?
The best things and the worst things, I could be here forever. The best things are I get to travel and meet a lot of people, and I enjoy doing it, so that makes it a lot of fun. And I guess the worst thing is that you lose a lot of your private life, and travel can be bad too, and it takes up a lot of time. But it's more good than bad.
Did you have lots of boyfriends when you were young?
Oh, did I have lots of boyfriends?
Later. What an interview.
Yeah, I had my fair share, I guess.
Did your dad let you stay out late?
I beg your pardon?
Did your dad let you stay out late?
No, my parents were really strict on me.
Do you have any help with your dancing, or do you make up your dances yourself?
I have a choreographer work out a routine, as in the film clip for Wouldn't Change a Thing. So I have, her name's Claire, and she gives me a routine, and then I'll just change it a little bit to make it look like it's me dancing.
When you're away from home, do you miss your family?
Yeah, well, hi Mum, hi Dad. I miss them a lot. They're a long way away. It's a long way to Australia. And I call them on the phone every few days.
Do you and your sister quarrel a lot?
My sister, I don't get to see my sister much, but we can quarrel now and then, yes.
These are tough questions, aren't they? These are really tough
really
questions.
good ones.
Do you prefer acting to singing?
I like both of them.
Have you any plans to make any other films?
I'm looking at different film scripts now. I'd possibly like to do a musical next, but I'll have to see what happens.
I love you in the video, especially the white outfit. You wear what? Do you prefer jeans or dressy clothes?
I like wearing both. I just about wear jeans like yours all of the time. And then I do like dressing up as well. So I think in the film clip it shows that I can't make up my mind anyway because I've worn just about everything in it.
At school, did you study hard?
Tell the truth.
Of course I studied.
Good question.
I don't think I was exceptionally studious, but I did my homework when I had to.
What did you want to be when you were my age?
When I was your age, I don't think I had a clue. I know when I was just about to leave school, I think that I wanted to do what I was doing now, but I didn't have the confidence, so I thought, well, I'll go and do a secretarial course, so I could be a secretary right now.
Just to pick up on that, is what you're doing now at this age something you rather fell into, that you didn't have too many plans about?
I dreamt about it as a kid. I used to sing into the hairbrush and all of that sort of thing. I think all kids do that, but I never really thought that I would do this. I'd done some acting when I was a kid and I really liked it, but I thought, oh, there's too many people out there, and you're always sort of warned that it's not glamorous and it's really hard to get into. So yeah, I was fortunate. I got the audition I went for.
Mm. Do you remember talking to Anne Diamond in Australia something about a year ago?
I do. I do.
Young lady and a soap star we didn't know too much about. A lot's happened in that time.
I know, it's amazing.
Incredible. Well, nice to have you with us this morning. Do stay there, please. There's plenty more from Mike and myself.
Yep. I hope you've got just as good
Well,
questions.
they're not as punishing as those questions
They were
that Emily
great.
asked. Well done, Emily. And thanks, Mother Hazel. You brought a haggis in, haven't you?
Yes, yes.
I'm just looking at it.
Yeah. It's absolutely beautiful and delicious.
Is it?
Yes. That's the official verdict, anyway.
You two share that a little later. That's lovely, isn't it, the haggis? We'll take a short break. Coming up. Hello again, 5 to 8 it is. This Good Morning Britain from TVAM. No prizes, as we said, for guessing whose pop video we're showing today. It looks as though this will go all the way of the other Kylie Minogue singles. It'll be a big smash. Just for the record, this is Kylie's 7th single, having gone straight in at number 2. She's now got to shift Jive Bunny and the Master Mixers to get to next week's number 1 slot. See what you think.
learned to dive on that one, she was telling me. I wouldn't change a thing. Kylie Minogue, she's...
So we turned up here outside the Camden Studios in London.
I think that's the inevitable picture session going on right now, isn't it?
We are working out hard too, aren't we? There's a lot of people out there. A lot of happy people as well, because one by one she's methodically working her way through.
Good of your fans to stay around like that, though, Richard. Oh, that's a nice shot, isn't it? There we go.
Terrific. Young lady waiting for an autograph. Well, more from Kylie Minogue, of course, on the programme between now and around about 10 to 9 this morning. Hello again, 22 minutes past 8 o'clock. Our special guest this morning, need I say very much more than Kylie Minogue. Kylie, welcome back.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for all you've done this morning. A number of people outside the building. Did you get round most? Many? Some?
It's always awkward in those situations because you can't get to everyone, but I think I got to most of them.
Good.
I hope.
Thank you. You're right, actually, because you in trying to do right for everybody, of course, you're bound to disappoint somebody, aren't you?
Yeah.
And the reputation above all anything else is important to protect. Now then, let's just go back, shall we? That's where we were talking, wasn't it? At 10 to 8, 18 months or so, when you were interviewed in Australia for this programme, and not too many of us at that time knew too much about Kylie Minogue.
Yeah.
18 months on, it has changed dramatically, hasn't it? How's it affected you?
It's made me a lot tougher, especially with things like the press and having to deal with so many different people. And I've become a lot more business-wise, and I think the age I am now, I've just turned 21. I mean, at my age, you're just really starting to grow up anyway.
Yes, it's an awful lot to confront, isn't it? At 21, you're talking about business empires, for instance. Is it possible for you to keep your eyes on everything that's going on?
I try to. Some things, I mean, that's why I have a manager and I have people to do things for me, because some things I don't have time to do myself. So it's taken me a while to be able to do that. I think in Australia, you know, you're not really supposed to have a cleaner, or you're not supposed to have anyone to do things for you. There's not such a class distinction. So it's taken me a while to think, okay, I do work hard, I need this sort of stuff. So.
Now, we talked about your celebrity status and have done a number of times already this morning. 25, 28 countries in the world. You've had top 10 hits in. Neighbours, a big, big success around the world now. But what about in Australia? One always wants to be big in your own country, don't you, and want to be accepted in your own country. But you've had problems in that direction, haven't you? I
think in Australia we have what's known as the tall poppy syndrome. I don't know if that's, you know, a known saying here. And it's strange because it really goes in cycles. They like you, and then you're a bit too popular, so they turn against you and hate you, and then they will feel a bit sorry for Kylie, will like her again now. And at the moment, things are pretty good because the movie's coming out and all of that sort of biz. But the thing is, it's the fans that you're pleasing, and I always maintain the bottom line is, if someone doesn't like you or doesn't like what you do, you can't force people to buy records. You can't force them. I mean, they can turn the TV off right now if they like. So, well, no, I mean, not saying anything against TVAM, but just, you know, after I've gone, you can just put it back on. And, you know, I just try and please the people that want to be pleased.
We're very good at that in Britain, actually. We make and then tend to break an awful lot. What about you in your quietest moments? Do you run away into corners of rooms and sit down and think to yourself, well, I'm not sure really if I'm actually enjoying all of this? And
I'm always in two minds. I always blame it on being a Gemini, but half of the time I think this is great, this is exactly what I want to do, and I want to strive to do more and, you know, just do the best that I can in all areas. And then other times I'll think, what am I doing this for? I could be sitting at home, I could have my feet up every morning and, you know, become a homebody. But if I really didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't be doing it.
You wanted to do it, as you said, you dreamed about it as a 12, 13, 14-year-old.
Yeah.
You're currently doing it. Do you think there's anything you've missed out on along the way? Those formative 18 to 21-year-old years, if you like, they're important, aren't they, in growing up?
They are really important, and I'm glad that I was a so-called normal school kid throughout school, because I think those years are even more important when you're from 13 to 18, up to 16 or whatever. And I don't think I've missed out on anything. If there is something I've missed out on, I've had other things to make up for it. I mean, most of my friends haven't gone outside Australia, let alone to just about every country in the world. And I mean, as for my friends, they're really the same people. And
Are you, though? Do they talk and have a night out with you in the same way as they might have done 2-3 years ago?
Which is really important.
And is it an obsession now? Do you have to be popular? Are you so engulfed in what you're doing
No.
that you want more and more and more?
I think that's sad if you're like that, because I think if you're aware that this can end tomorrow, you don't have a problem. But if you're not aware of that, if you think, okay, I've had a #1 single, I'll put my feet up and relax and I'll just be a star forever, that's when you can't rely on popularity to make you feel good. I think the way I look at it is enjoy it while it's here, because who knows, in 5 years or 2 years or 10 years' time, things might change. And I've got a lot of other aspirations, as I say, shops and things like that. So I'm young, I can...
It'll roll yet, won't it? It will roll yet. No doubt about that. Thank you for the time being. And there's more, I'm afraid. We're really working hard,
Really?
aren't we? Yeah. Kylie Minogue, thanks for the time being.
Thanks.
Still haven't done my autographs yet. Let's get the letter.
With our own special tribute.
Put in your timesheet later, will you? Do you still put in timesheets?
No.
No.
Well, you could try, it won't get signed. even
Anyway,
if you do.
Timmy, Kylie and Michaela on at 10 to 9.
Now then, joining us, it does rather, doesn't she?
Yes, I think she's had a fright. One of her horses has just come last.
But as we said a little earlier, the Queen Mum apparently likes it, and that's good enough for us. Now then, here is our own little tribute.
Popular in Australia, the Royals. We hear these conflicting stories that you're a republic now, virtually.
I think they're popular for people that have English ancestors, like English relatives from
Pommies.
like me.
Yeah.
I don't understand much about royalty myself, but having come over here so much now, yeah, I can understand why.
Where are you from? Where do your ancestors hail from?
My mother is Welsh.
Is there a tribe of
Queen.
Minogues in the Welsh valleys?
I think they're an island. I don't know. I'm always asked where Minogue comes from. I'm really not sure.
Do you know much about Mum's side of the family, though? Have you taken time out to trace it back?
No, I do see my rallies in Wales, though.
You do?
Ready.
Yeah, my
Rallies.
rallies. Hi, Joan. Hi,
Yeah,
Dennis.
but Barbie and a couple of tinnies while you're
Yeah.
down there, do you?
Yeah, they were in Australia just a while ago, so it was good.
Just out of interest, when you talk about your relatives, of all the countries, one of the great things that's happened to you is you've visited so many different countries now. Do you actually feel closer to coming to a second home when you come to Britain, or is it just another strange country to you?
No, each time I come, it's a bit more homely. First time I came here, I did the usual treatments, all the tourist sites and things like that. Actually, the first time I came here, I wasn't recognised at all. It was fantastic, and I went on the tube and went and did just everything. And I think I've been here nearly 9 different times or something. And yeah, it's more like home every time I come here, like a second home, I should say.
What I object is you don't seem to suffer from jet lag. I find that very,
But I do.
very offensive.
I do, horribly. Takes a week.
OK, let's all rest while we're talking about jet lag. More with Kylie. Let's take a quick break.
Hello again, 8:41 it is. This is Good Morning Britain from TVAM. Kylie Minogue dropped in about 2 hours ago to say good morning. She's still...
Longest good morning.
We've worked out this morning, haven't we? Had a caller, I think, or maybe it was Mike making the point a little earlier. We were looking at some of the pictures from your latest movie, Delinquents. There was a suggestion that there's a lot of the Marilyn Monroe about you.
I do have platinum suicide blonde hair in the movie, so
There
that
we are.
might...
Now there's a combination. There's Marilyn right, just to make sure we've got it right.
Actually,
Kylie left.
I tell you what, there's a touch of the young Faye Dunham. Isn't
There is
I wonder
actually,
if they,
yes.
I wonder if they do agree.
Good shout.
interesting.
There's a scream of no everywhere, so my usual perception and good taste has worked.
Right.
We're talking... it surprises me this morning, sitting here and talking as we have done for so long now, that I rather sense there's a good deal of normal person behind the...
I would hope so.
Yeah. It must be very difficult, though, with all that's going on in your life.
I think the main thing is my family and friends sort of keep me down to earth. But I can see how difficult or how easily some people would just get totally carried away with it all. But I hope that never happens.
That's what worries me for you when I said, you know, is it an obsession now, and what if it did end tomorrow? It would be something of a collapse if that happens.
It would be
Not
difficult
probable,
to
but-
adjust, but, you know, I wouldn't collapse in a heap, no.
Kylie, one thing that you must come to terms with, I read somewhere that you feel like you're playing Monopoly sort of once a week when you do your business bit, because you're a businesswoman as well.
Yeah.
Do you actually find that almost just a dream now? Because you are what goes with success is big money, let's not deny it. And you're a millionaire, what, 2 or 3 times over, I would imagine. How do you react to that? Is it real to you? Is it silly money?
No, it's not silly money. I still, how can I say, have respect for money. Sounds a bit naff. I still, you know, I still go for the sale bins and get the bargains on everything. I don't just throw money away, and I invest it wisely, because going back to what we were saying before, you never know what's going to happen. And I think that's why, like, actors and singers do get good money when they work, because there's times when they're not in work. So you've sort of got to carry you through.
I'm tempted to say it'd be nice to drive past Mrs. Mangle in a Rolls Royce, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Who are the real eccentrics on Neighbours? We had Stephen Dennis, I think, on recently.
He's a very wild man.
He's a wild guy, offset, is he?
Yeah.
But we were told that Henry, the actor who acts Henry,
Craig
is a complete
McLachlan,
lunatic.
He is. He's 10 times worse than a Henry in any case. He's fantastic.
Why is he a lunatic? He's just a...
He's so hyperactive. I think he has... Craig, if you ever see this, he should stop having his white bread and peanut butter sandwiches every morning, because he's like this as soon as he's had it.
Well, we don't want to ruin her reputation, but is the actress who acts Mrs. Mangle, I bet she's actually a very nice lady, isn't she?
She's lovely. She's very quiet. And actually, we played a really good trick on Craig McLachlan one morning. It was April Fool's Day. And we thought when he gets in, we'll say that he's really late. So everyone was going, quick, you've got to get... So I was thrown into the makeup chair and had hair and makeup done so fast. And Vivian Gray, who plays Mrs. Mangle, was the best. She got so mad at him and scared the living daylights out of him. I mean, when she acts nasty, she can be pretty nasty. And he hated us all day.
Do you miss them?
Yeah, I don't get to see them ever, really, except if I go back and... At my 21st party, they were all there, so that was good.
You could go back. I gather it's been left open-ended. We don't want to give much away. But one day in the indistant future, you could return, couldn't you?
I could, yeah.
Listen, I'm sorry about that 21st as well. Everything I could, but I just couldn't make that.
Well, you could have RSVP'd, I mean...
Well, one of those things, you get so busy, you know what it's like. And
you certainly missed a lot, Richard, because I certainly enjoyed it, and thanks for inviting me.
It's been a real pleasure for us. Thank you very much indeed
for
dropping in once again, Kylie. We haven't finished yet. There's more.
I know, I have got more to do. I'm prepared.
Have you met a madman called Timmy Mallet? Because if you think Craig McLachlan's mad, you should see this fella.
I'll prepare myself.
Yeah, steer clear of a thing called a mallet, by the way. That's
I'm going to be hit by it.
Well, softly stroked by it, I suspect. Kylie, pleasure to meet you, as Richard said. Good luck in your, was it 9th visit to Britain?
I've lost count. Something like that.
You'll have to settle here.
You don't need much more good luck. Full of talent, you know, Kylie Minogue, and there'll be plenty more of her yet. Now then, next week on Good Morning, look at the koala.
About as hairy as you, Richard.
There we are. There we are. Good morning to you all.
Hello.
There's a mass of people waiting for Kylie to leave a little later.
Hysteria surrounds us. We'll take a break.
Yeah, and you can look at that, you can stare. Don't eat it. No, you're not supposed to eat the picture. That's the picture just for you. Very excited contestants to take part today in Mallet's Mallet. First of all, we have...
My name's Donna Williams. I come from the Isle of Wight and I'm aged 9 and my hobbies are swimming and gymnastics.
OK, Donna, and you're up against?
My name's Kylie Minogue and I come from Australia, and I like watching telly and singing along to records. They're my hobbies.
Would you ever like to be on telly?
No, I'd be too scared.
Would you? Well, don't worry. Don't be nervous today, because it's going to be very exciting.
I brought you a present.
Have you?
Because since it's, you know... It's a super-duper one.
Does it work?
Yep.
Good. Just try it out on Donna, would you? Lovely. And Donna, does yours work? Yes, it does. Great. Well, it's going to be a fun morning. I'm doing well here. Now, by the way, could you possibly sign this for the mallet, do you think?
Is this in case I get famous?
Well, yes, and this is because the mallet likes collecting autographs. That's lovely.
Dear Mallet.
Dear Mallet. Gosh, look at that. Now he's very excited wide awake because the mallet's got a very exciting special autograph. Lovely. OK, let's play Mallet's Mallet. Now then, do you know the rules on Mallet's Mallet?
Sort of.
Right, OK, well, I'll explain it very simply for you so that you get it perfectly. OK. Mallet's what association, you must say, we don't want to say, what bashing your head like this or like this, one of those things. You're going to go, blah, blah. Look at him and go, blah. What do you say at home? Right, OK, here's the first word, Australia.
Me.
Yes.
Live.
Live.
Die.
Die.
Old.
Old.
You.
What? Home and away.
Programme.
Yes.
TV.
Yeah.
Neighbours.
Scott.
Charlene.
Mrs. Mangle.
Madge.
Bouncer.
Harold.
Henry.
Bishop.
Oh, coffee shop.
Pub.
What?
Pub. She said pub. Too slow. Okay, record.
Breakers.
Yes.
Breakers?
Don't she said breakers. That's quite acceptable. She can say breakers. Okay, we've got birthday.
Cake.
Cake.
Sweets.
Yes.
Cup.
Tea.
Oh, too slow for you. Back to you there. James Bond.
007.
Yes.
Mallet. Smellet.
Blues.
Yes.
Wind.
Yes.
Game.
Blood.
Yay! Back of the head for you there. Okay, magic.
Wand.
Wand. Yes, okay.
Wings.
Wings.
Angel.
Beak.
Beak.
Bird.
Magic. Yes, bird. Yes, bird.
Bird.
Cheeks.
Yes.
Blush.
Feet.
Toes.
Blush and feet? No, we can't have blush and feet, Donna. Barbecue. Barbie.
Sausages.
Potatoes.
Gravy.
Onions.
Food.
Yum.
Yum.
Scrums.
Lovely.
Yes.
Mmm.
Lovely. That's a great one.
Nice dessert.
Oh, brilliant. That's great. Give them a round of applause right away, because...
Now, have you ever been mounted yourself?
Nobody ever mounts me.
Can we mount him? Do you want to mount him?
Right,
Ready?
what?
You hold this. Ready?
No.
Yay! We got him!
That's the first time anybody's ever done that. Ever, Wide Awakers. Now, let's have the wacky plaster. Here we go. Oh, you better roll your shorts up. Woo! Wide Awakers, I'm blushing. Here we go. I should be so wacky. Now, wiggle your knee up and down so all your friends can see. Great, lovely. And give them all a whack wave as well, Kylie.
Oh, wave.
Brilliant. Okay. Right, now then, have you ever been to Thailand?
No, I haven't.
Well, down in the very southern part of Thailand is a place called Phuket, which is where they filmed the James Bond film Man with the Golden Gun.
Yep.
Now, what we have for you today is the world premiere, the first time anybody in the world has seen it. It's the brand new movie featuring Timmy Bond, and it's called The Man with the Golden Mallet, and here it is.
Oh, wow, he's just...
Next week, Wide Awakers, in our trip in Thailand we'll begin, but we haven't got soup today, we're going to have jelly.
Right.
Would you like to pour in
It's
the...
the green.
Hi.
How are you?
Thanks.
How old are you?
12.
12. So what grade are you in?
I'm going to be a second year when I go back to
Right.
school.
What hobbies have you got? 'Cause mine is singing and acting.
I like listening
When it comes to my heart, I wouldn't change
a thing. Good record, though, don't you think?
It's not bad,
I'd
yeah.
love to meet her.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be
well, I
great.
thought someone said she was going to be here today, and
That's why you came, wasn't
Really?
it?
Yeah.
She was here today.
Great, be fantastic. Thanks for being on the show today, Kylie.
thanks for having me.
Been loads of fun. We'll tell you what's happening next week in a second.
Ready?
Okay, thanks very much indeed. All right,
And we
Wide
can put
Awakers.
it up with our pictures. Keep sending your pictures in, by the way. You know the address, and we'll see you on Monday. Don't forget to watch tomorrow as well.
Ta-da, Wide Awakers.
Wack it down.
Feel at